Hi, everybody. Mark Bertig with you from First Commonwealth Bank Field in Homer City. It's Spring Sports Media Day for the Heritage Conference, and our previews are being presented by Robindale. And I have head coach Jim Rocco of the Northern Cambria girls track team with me. Jim, you just can't get away, can you? You retired 5 years ago, and now here you are full circle coming back for your 29th season overall. Yeah. They just can't get rid of you.
What's that Godfather line? Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. I was very apprehensive of coming back because, 5 years doesn't seem like a lot, but and it turned out it wasn't. Everything is kind of falling right back into place. We don't have a lot of girls, but we have very good, I think, committed, dedicated girls. So I think things are going to work out actually a little better than I thought they were. I was a little apprehensive, but in that sense, with the relationships I've had with the kids, I'm glad to be back. I think it's going to go fine.
I think once it's in the blood forever, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, you brought a couple of young ladies here with you, Ella Miller and Lauren McCombie, two of the student athletes you'll be counting on.
Yep, and they're two of our 4-year, multiple letter winners. We only have 2 seniors. They're the only 2 seniors that we have. So we're expecting some leadership out of them and some setting examples for the younger kids, and they have done that. They've been there every day. They work as hard as anybody. They lead the activities. So I think we have a couple good anchors to base our team around.
I've always been amazed with track coaches. There's so many balls in the air at one time with so many events and things you have to worry about. How does a track coach keep that all straight?
That's one of the big challenges. I always said, in football you have 5 or 6 coaches for all the different positions. Well, in track you only have 2 coaches, and you got to cover 5, 6, 7, 8 different events. So that is a challenging thing. Like, you kind of have to divide it up day by day and just get as much time as you can in with each thing. And you really rely on the kids a lot to have enough maturity and discipline to do things on their own when the coach isn't there. And that's why it's good to have good seniors and kids that you can trust to not do bad things when you're not around, I guess. And that's a big thing.
And Sam Schutte is looking for more funding. He says he needs 3 or 4 more coaches.
We never have enough coaches. Like, that's why I'm here. I mean, we were scraping to find enough coaches. We're still about 1 coach short, but it's still probably the fullest staff we've had in the last few years. So we're actually a little better off.
And Sam didn't really say that for the record. I don't want him mad at me. Jim, thanks for doing this, and welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, Jim Rocco, longtime coach after retirement. He is back. And Ella Miller, what are your thoughts on Coach Rocco being back?
I really like him. It's a nice change for us, and it's a lot quicker pace. And we've been running things a little differently this year, so I think it'll help us.
Tell us about the events you participate in.
I do the mile, 800, 400, and 4x4.
Do you have a favorite?
Either the 4x4 or mile.
How do you, from a strategy standpoint, I don't know if that's the right word with track and field, but how do you prepare for a specific event?
Well, depending on the event, I have to get my mentality in my head right. For a mile, you obviously are running a lot more than the 4x4, so I have to mentally prepare myself to go for it and push myself to the limit.
What initially drew you into track and field?
My brother actually did it, and he was really competitive, and I just wanted to push myself to be better than him.
What goals do you have this year for yourself or team?
This year, I'm hoping our team gets a couple more wins, but for myself, I'm aiming for states.
All right. Well, I know your teammate Lauren has just been chomping at the bit. She can't wait to do this interview, and she said she needs 10 minutes.
Well, she definitely does. She's been preparing.
All right, Al, thanks for doing this. Good luck to you. All right, Lauren McCombie, get in here. I know you were a little bit nervous about doing this, but you're going to do fine. We're going to start with some math questions. No, I'm just kidding. What events do you run in? Or what do you participate in?
I do the 4x1 relay. I did the 100 sprint and the 200. I've tried hurdles, and I want to try javelin this year.
What do you most enjoy about track?
I like the team. It brings us all together, and you push each other to your fullest. Like, when you don't want to run, you just got to, when people are jogging, you got to say, come on, let's go.
How long have you been competing?
Freshman year.
What about overall goals and expectations for yourself?
I want to place in districts, possibly go to states.
That would be fantastic. Coach talked about the fact that there's only 2 seniors, and he's counting on both of you for leadership. In your mind, what does leadership look like? Some people maybe like a Sidney Crosby, being a hockey fan, he does it quietly. Others are more vocal. What about you?
I'm much more vocal. I think we all have to help each other out because sometimes you don't want to be there. It's tough. Like, running is not always fun, but overall, like, you got to push each other.
Is there any one specific area of your own performance you'd like to improve on?
Sprinting. I think I need to work on blocks so I want to go to states for sprinting. I've always been a sprinter. I don't really like long distance, but that's really it.
All right. You didn't want to do this if you had enough?
I'm good.
All right. Lauren McCombie, thanks for doing this. You did great. There was no reason to be nervous.
Thank you.
All right. That's Lauren McCombie, Ella Miller, and head coach Jim Rocco, Northern Cambria girls track team. We thank them for being a part of Spring Sports Media Day from First Commonwealth Bank Field in Center Township. For Robindale Energy, I'm Mark Bertig on Renda Digital TV.